During the summer of 2023, we moved to a remote Scottish Hebridean island to be its only two residents, along with our two pet sheep and pair of cats. These remote islands seem to retain an old-fashioned rhythm and a charm which we find encouraging us to live a more frugal and simple life, the way man was perhaps more intended to. We have an ancient stone cottage to restore, veggies to grow, livestock to build up, fish to catch and smoke, a boat to buy, and much more. Step back in time with us at the Scottish Isle. We've found more fresh deer tracks on the inside of the fence. This is like a thoroughfare. Look at it. The blooming deer highway. So, thanks to the rain, we're going to be able to find out exactly where they're getting in. It's like the M6.
Like I said, it's like a thoroughfare, isn't it?
Good grief.
So, do you think we might have found the spot?
I think we might have found it. Look, it's been badly repaired before with chicken wire.
Yeah, they just pushed it down and pushed it through.
Okay.
Well, well, we know where it is. I mean, I can tie this wire up and try and keep them out, but we really need to.
Shame we didn't find this in time for the last episode.
Look at it. It's like a crossroads. There's just like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Why do they want to get in here so much?
But this is it. Well, you know what? I'm glad that we found it. The reason I'm holding this is because I took my other coat off and my microphone's on that coat. But
microphone clutcher.
Okay, I'll sort this out. I mean, have they got wire cutters? Is that the Great Escape? Can't believe it.
The brass neck of them.
Sneaky little bees. Well, that'll do for now. They're not getting through that, but we'll come and fix it. Well, but actually, there's all that wire behind the byre here. So.
Wire behind the byre?
Yeah.
It's a baby onion. Shh. That's a baby onion. That's a baby onion. That's probably a baby onion as well. These are
Shh.
Sorry. These are broccoli and cauliflower.
Mm-hmm.
And all of the rest of the cells are hundreds of creeping thyme seeds. I'll need hundreds, but I can plant more. Just wanted to see how they would fare to start with.
Can I ask you a question right here?
Mm.
What's going on in your Welly collection?
That's a very private matter, and I'll thank you to keep it to yourself.
We argued a lot about you bringing that with you, didn't we?
I have plans for my Wellington boots.
Well, I don't think that's actually put an end to the speculation about the Wellington boots, but I think it raises more questions.
Oh, tough.
Well, this is a gift.
It's amazing how strong the tide is, isn't it?
Oh, look at it, look at it. Look at the length. What is that? 30 foot?
Was it oak? Aye, it's oak. That's good.
And it's already dried out.
I
So
guess
God knows
that's...
how long it's been floating on the tide.
Well, I'll get the chainsaw down here and cut it into a few manageable chunks, and then, well, we can always... I don't think you get the cord down there?
I can 100% get the cord up there. It's just the gap that I'm worried about. Is the gap wide enough? But the terrain is fine. It's solid. But yeah, it's like you say. The strength. That tide is just.
I don't think we've got any massively high tides coming in the next few days, so it should be fine where it is.
I'm going to get on with this as soon as I can. So Thursday today.
Rather you than me.
I don't mind chopping that up. It's going to be easy to do. No task is too much for that chainsaw.
Amazing out there.
It's a lovely day.
Just turn the camera around and show everyone. Oh, it's like Swamp Castle, but the fourth one stayed up. I was going to plant down here. I was going to make old-fashioned lazy beds, which is where you cut a square of turf on 3 sides and pull up a whole plug along with earth underneath it and fold it over on its flap. And then you do the same here, fold it over again, leave a little gap in the middle. And that way you essentially, you do it all the way down, you make a ridge and a furrow at the same time. And it helps lift the plants out of the marshy water and drain. But this is all so much bog now that I can't do that. I've not got enough turf to be able to turn over the soil. So I'm going to have to plant further up the hill instead. But I don't want to leave this the way it is, because this is fantastic habitat for some native plants. Good grief. Bog Myrtle. Bog Myrtle is a fantastic plant. I think it's rare. I don't think it's endangered, but I think it's a rare species, and it grows native around here. I found some over on the mainland that I was going to go and take cuttings from, but I read that you can't take cuttings until later in the year, and I just want to get moving on some things. So I ordered a couple of little plants from a company called Celtic Wildflowers. And what I can do with these little plants is, the bog myrtle, a bit like you can, you tree, I mean, you can grow the branches towards the ground and replant them basically, and they come up as new plants. So I'm going to do that with my 2 little bog myrtle plants that I have here. Why do I like them? Because they smell gorgeous, they look really pretty, and you can make soap out of them, you can use them in cooking, and you can use them as insect repellents. Apparently they keep away the dreaded midge. We'll see about that. But yeah, they love acidic, peaty, boggy soil. So I'm just going to plant them right here. because it's all of those things, and this little burn never dries up, so they're always going to get that wet land that they like. Hello, little cat. Hitting something there. Is that going to be the problem with digging anything here? It's all bedrock. I've never planted in a bog before. What a bizarre experience. Well, I hope you like it there. This is where I'm thinking for the vegetable patch. The second vegetable patch. Got a little one outside the front of the house. It's on a slope, but hey ho. We've got a ton of cardboard from moving. So what I'm going to do is just lay a bunch of cardboard. I was thinking I was going to have to hike up into the woods. Up the hill there is where you saw us digging out the old well house, the old spring house. There's a lot of well-rotted leaf mulch up there. But actually, when I was just cleaning up, the last resident used these sheds over here as chicken sheds and duck sheds, and for many years has been dumping their mess just over here on the hill, literally just there, just up behind the sink. So that's what I'm going to use. Cardboard, chicken poop, mulch, and I'm going to have to get some tall fence posts and some netting, because obviously the deer will come and graze right through here. But yeah, next couple of weeks there will be a veggie patch appearing here. Got to go into town and get some posts first.
So what am I going in the attic for?
Cardboard.
And what do we need cardboard for?
We're doing the vegetable patch, please. If you wouldn't mind helping me.
What's this idea about putting cardboard down and then soil on top? Where does that come from?
It's permaculture. It's a way of not digging up and disturbing the microbes in the soil that are already there. It's working with it rather than fighting against it.
The cardboard just rots away into the soil?
Mm-hmm. Are the original ceiling boards up there as well, same as the living room? I hope so.
Yes, they are. It's just this. It's been plastered. They've been plastered over.
Badly. These are just to weigh the cardboard down while we're laying it out.
Wind's picked up again.
Could you please go and get that big massive bit of cardboard from the fridge? That'll be the most useful bit, I think. We don't have enough cardboard, I don't think.
Well, we will when I get the big stuff.
Got to take off all the tape. She says.
See all that there?
Yeah.
That's on the damp in there.
Well, they need to come down, don't they? Ugly, leaky, useless. We just need to take all the sellotape off. My pocket's already full. And split it down one. It needs to be straight, if you don't mind. Straightish. Do you want your knife?
By the time you've gone and got a knife, see, I mean, how much more do you need than that?
That's a tiny veg patch. Up a wee bit.
Are you entering here? So gate here.
It'd be nice to have room to add more because this isn't very big. I know we've got the other one, but I'd like to be able to expand.
Okay, well, to get the gate away from the wind, then you need the gate on that side. So you need a gate there. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You're looking at 9, 10 posts.
And we're going to make the posts ourselves.
I guess so. There's no point in buying. I mean, it's going to be easy to buy posts. It's just they're done. You knock them into the ground, but how much is that going to cost? 10 posts, and then the spikes that they now try to get you to put on the bottom of them.
Yeah, I couldn't find any with spikes on. Weird.
You mean actually cut into a spike?
Yeah. Try to make you get metal spikes. Sellotape is just about as bad as cling film.
Yeah, let me do it. Sheep are coming to help.
When you say help, do you mean scope out where they're going to get their vegetable buffet if they ever break in? Alright, well, I'll start shoveling chicken manure.
There's another stone there, isn't it?
Loads of worms in here. First load.
So it's going to be bigger.
Yeah, another few feet down and out either side, I think. So there's no point covering up the edges and making them nice and straight because we need to shove other bits of cardboard under them.
So then you're going to need even more poles. The bigger this is, the more poles you're going to need. Obviously, you need one at each corner. Then you're going to need two for your gate, and then you're going to have one in between at least.
It's like every 6 foot or so, isn't it? I'm not sure about the height of the. I mean, obviously.
As tall as possible.
Might be good to put netting over it as well.
Well, yeah, put the netting over it on top, but it needs to be taller than us.
Okay. Time for some blueberry muffins, I think.
I'm out on the mainland again, not far from the road that connects us to the nearest village. And I don't know if you can see, but right in the centre of the screen there, I think I found another building. I'm going to go and have a look. I think I can get the quad so far down there and I'll walk the rest. I mean, it could be a rock formation, but looking at the land around it and the way that the heather and the gorse has grown, I think that's another building. So let's go and check it out. You can see snaking away in front of me is a boundary wall that I noticed for the first time when I left Katie when she was going over to Glasgow for the weekend. And I could see this as I was walking home from the dirt track back to the cottage. Whenever I see these up high like this, I just think about the guys dragging these up here. Because from the actual track itself, it's about 50 feet up. But yeah, it was this that I saw and came up to investigate, and then while I was looking over the hill, I saw that what I think is a building. So many stone-built boundary walls around here. It's impossible to age these. Just by the look of them, you know that they've been here a very long time. But I mean, unless you find something that dates them underneath the stones and who's moving them to find out. Now, just down from that boundary wall, and Katie's joined me now. She's just like wandering around in the woods.
Well, this is the track that that goes up to our gate, our access gate on the mainland. And in the trees here, we've taken you here before, but we weren't able to really see it very well because of all the fern bracken.
Well, as I was saying, just up here is where that boundary wall is. It's obviously connected. To this. Is this a house?
Yeah, it's an old croft house. They partially demolished it when they were building the track.
Right, okay, yeah, I see now.
In the 60s, this track was built.
So they built the track in the 60s?
The lady who used to own the island, it's called Olive, and a local farmer told me, Mr. McIsaac, told me that the track was therefore called the Olive Branch by the locals, which I just love. Wonder who the wee old housewife was that looked out this window.
Well, this is prime metal detecting area, isn't it?
Metal detector. Another one for the
Well, we'll get one eventually.
list.
It's on the list.
It's quite a spot to put your house, isn't it? It's there wasn't a road here for a very long time, so it's kind of in the middle of nowhere. They were hardy people, weren't they? Somebody's living room. Makes you come over all nostalgic. Do you remember when you used to be into nostalgia?
Never was.
Incredible diverse amount of lichen and moss. Have to start remembering to brush ourselves down after we're
Ticks.
scrabbling about in the undergrowth.
This is why these kind of boots are a must, even during the, well, more so during the
Yeah, you got to
summer.
wear layers.
Bit of a imposition putting that massive cable, mooring cable, right in the middle of the living room. I think people that were living here at that time, you know, drinking the tea, the fire, ever considered that, you know, a couple of 100 years in the future or whenever?
Nearly went then.
You nearly went several times. I thought you were actually dancing.
When have you ever seen me dancing?
All the time. It's a bit of a strange spot, isn't it?
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's
Doesn't make any sense why you would build a house here. I mean, I'm guessing, obviously none of this woodland would have been here.
But even so, it's not easy terrain. It's
No, not at all. It's just a very strange place. There's like, see that deer track down
Yeah.
there? That might be worth following.
Come on, let's go and see. Going out the front door.
I'm gonna go
I
this
went
way.
again.
I didn't bring my stick. I just want a stick. Not that one. Is that a bird's nest? Has to be, doesn't it? Yeah, it is.
Bit scraggly.
But well, look at how everything's. It has to be. It's not going to form naturally, is it? I do feel like I'm walking into Fangorn Forest.
I'm not going through here.
Why?
Look
You're not
at
going
it.
to get your feet wet. You're not coming?
No. I'm going back to the cottage.
Well, I'm off that way because I want to explore over there.
Okay.
This is where you film me, and as I go, I disappear into the bog.
You got to be careful, you know. They can be quite dangerous.
I know. I'm not. Sure, people think that I'm just an idiot. We deduced last time that Katie's the idiot.
You might. Well, bye.
I know she's talking about me.
Never to be seen again. Is he wandering still?